Tales from the Emerald Duchess is a roleplay-heavy, modified, 4th edition D&D podcast and is licensed under Creative Commons Non-Commercial 4.0 International License. Follow us on Twitter or support us via Patreon to receive bonus content at Duchess Crew.
Welcome back to Dervla. When last we left, gay shit happened. So you guys went to this town. You shared your traumas. Lace and Vanri got all about the idea of going to Koros. Fen carried Malik for 2 hours. Trauma sharing, girl bonding, bonding between Fen and Malik. Lace got a second vision from the water that she stole, which gave her a sliver of hope. You slept, you healed up. Orion and Malik made out, because that's what you do after trauma.
I just kissed! Lip bonding.
And now the group is all split up. Kellam, Lace, and Jara are riding off towards Nhe Serin on the backs of giant cats. I'm actually going to post what they look like in No Mic because they're really pretty.
Oh, because she's afraid of horses?
Well, there's no horses. They had tigers and snow leopards.
Lace, are you in front or behind of Jara?
Lace is gonna be behind Yara so she can wrap her arms around her.
As you guys leave, the guards are turning to watch you guys and are whispering amongst themselves. To the tavern group. Y'all are eating.
What are we eating?
Tavern food.
Beer battered fish.
Fuck you. Ooh, so good. Is it bread? No, yeah, it's beer batter. Of course it's bread. Duh.
Yeah, beer battered fish and mashed potatoes.
Malik is scarfing it down. That's some good shit.
Fen is barely picking at her food, kind of.
I'm gonna scoot over there with my chair. You okay?
It's just, after fighting all that food, I have little to no interest in eating.
We did not fight fish. So we can eat fish.
I mean, yeah, I will eat. I'm just going to be slow because food has a different meaning now.
I know it's kind of weird, but you should eat because you is something you probably should not have done for your body. Don't carry Whaleman that long again.
I will carry him as long as I please.
If you pass out, I'm leaving you on the deck of the ship next time.
Okay.
She's like smiling, she's trying to joke with Fen, like trying to make her feel better, but obviously is not good at it.
As long as Malik is okay. Well, everyone, I guess. I would carry you all for 2 hours.
You can't carry everybody at once.
Well, I definitely would. I didn't mean to carry Malik for 2 hours. It didn't feel like 2 hours. I was just tired and was not paying attention.
It did not feel like 2 hours.
But I will carry any of my crewmates who are in need of help.
Then maybe you can ask for help carrying me next time, and I will help you.
No.
Then I will command you to help me. Is that better? I can do that as first mate. No, let me help you. That's what I meant. I did not mean you help me.
Anyone else, yes.
Wait, I'm confused.
I will carry Malik.
With help, yes.
No.
Not allowed. I will make Kellam help you, or Orion help you then.
Oh, Orion is fine.
You're not allowed to do it alone. That's it.
Malik slowly looks over when she goes, Orion's fine. And he's like, what? What?
We're not talking about you no more. We're talking about Orion. Vanri will stick her tongue out at Malik.
He like scrunches his nose up at her. he takes a spoonful of his mashed potatoes and flicks them at Vanri.
Oh no.
Yeah, that would be athletics to throw the potatoes at Vanri. And Vanri, that's acrobatics to dodge.
Can I catch it? With my mouth?
Acrobatics.
You got a 16.
26. Right in between the eyes.
Vanri, big, strong Russian woman. She will eat potatoes off face.
Yes, yes.
It hits in the middle between her eyes and it slowly goes down. She just opens her mouth and
Do not waste food. It's good for bones. You don't waste food.
good for a young whale bone.
Fen's gonna sit sideways in her chair and lean against Malik's arm. Even though he's eating, she really doesn't care. Vanri, hey Vanri.
Huh? Yes?
Look at Malik. Look. We should mess with them.
Ah, yes, his dead soulless eyes. I see. He's not looking at anything.
Oh, they have soul in them. They just don't look like it. I'm gonna bite his arm.
Okay. I'm not that close with him, so I shall poke.
They're just talking about this right next to him. He's just not paying attention whatsoever.
You decided to stone down out and not listen, so this is your fault.
Fen turns around and then bites his arm.
Poke.
He jolts out of it and he kind of like drops his fork and it splatters mashed potatoes across his plate. He looks really disappointed at first. He just glances down at his mashed potatoes, sighs, squints at Vanri, and then looks at Fen and like flicks her in the nose.
Fen's still
My
biting
finger
him.
has not left his cheek. Yeah, no.
What?
I'm still poking his cheek.
And Fen didn't bite him and let go. She's just still on there. She's just looking at him.
Yeah.
Okay, buddy.
He grabs Vanri's hand and moves it.
Your cheeks are quite squished.
Thank you. He turns to Fen and just stares at her. Just stares.
Fen is gonna slowly let go and then slide over her plate and gesture to the mashed potatoes.
Reaches over with an empty hand. Not his fork or his spoon. He reaches over with his hand. Takes a handful off her plate. I mean, grabs it. Just grabs it. And looks her in the eyes as he raises it to his mouth and takes a bite.
Are you going to eat that?
He nods.
When Malik stops eating, does he have any left over on his face?
Oh my god.
Oh no.
It's right below his bottom lip.
Fen is gonna get really close to his face, but then use her thumb to wipe off the mashed potatoes and then eat it.
Yeah, Vanri's looking away awkwardly now, like, oh, I'm third wheeling. This happens too often with the captain on third wheeling.
Malik just kind of blinks. And then he realizes what just happened. And he just... So yeah, he blushes a bit. And then he just kind of like clears his throat. Tries to look anywhere else. Not that you know where he's looking because dark soulless eyes. But... So... What do we plan to do? Now that they're off doing whatever the fuck they're doing with the cats. Those...
I don't know, we slept at wrong time. Usually we should be asleep now, but...
Well, we just really have to rest, I guess. And then just wait for them to return with tomorrow.
I kind of want to know what information we can get from this area.
It's quite late. It might be better to do that in the morning.
No. I'm gonna go for a walk.
I don't feel like anybody's really out right now.
If they are, they'd be the perfect person to ask questions.
Well, I'd be careful because we are not, we're not like,
tourists.
yeah, we aren't from here, and that poster we saw, I wouldn't risk it.
I mean, but remember they said that we're not traitors because we moonwalk and shit? So,
Well, we never got a full answer to that, Malik.
but if it's like a civil war and we're like,
If it's a war, we don't look like we are part of any side. So that makes it worse.
It is not our fight. That's their fight.
If we go out there and end up in the wrong spot, they will blame us to be on the other side no matter who it is, I'm pretty sure. There is someone here on this island attempting to harm. They could believe it's us.
Malik nods and quietly goes back to eating.
Oh, Vanri,
Yes? Yeah?
how is it like working under the captain? Like, right under him anyways.
Well, don't tell him I told you, but I basically do almost all of his duties, plus mine. He sleeps a lot of the time. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, he barely sleeps at all. He usually only
know,
sleeps
that's
to
why
make the
I was
transition
joking.
between Orion and Kellam. I don't know, he does other, like, captainy
He
stuff.
stands with his hands on his hip with a big ego and just like, yes, I am captain. This is my ship.
Basically. Yeah. He just kind of oversees everything. He's like a supervisor, you know? They don't do anything, they just watch over everything.
Yeah.
And then like I'm like just like a high-end secretary. I don't know.
You're like a assistant manager.
Yeah.
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 But I do all the paperwork too as first mate. So I guess yeah, assistant managers.
Yeah, you know how the manager just walks around and, like, keeps an eye on things? The assistant manager does all the real work? That's what Vanri is.
Sorry for the personal question, Vanri. I'll be honest with you. I enjoy both Kellam and Orion. And Orion's fairly nice to...
Oh, that's a good joke. Good joke.
But the reason I ask is because I want to get to know them better. He's not just some very nice-looking vampire, so...
Usually, from what I've seen, Orion does not hang around the same person for too long.
Huh. Interesting.
Vanri's just looking over at Malik eating and just like, yes, interesting.
No, she was just kind of asking because she was curious, but now she doesn't know what to say. So she's gonna start eating her food finally.
Yeah, Vanri definitely doesn't look comfortable, like, being asked that question, like,
Are you okay, Vanri?
I'm okay. That's not my place. You should ask Orion.
Well, I was going to, but I asked for your opinion first. That is all.
Oh.
So Malik, I have a question for you.
Yeah, was it?
I heard some, when I had left, I heard, thumping.
Okay, I'm going to get something to drink. Do you guys want anything?
Water.
Okay. Do you want anything, Malik?
If you could, just get me some lemon water, that'd be fine.
Lemon water? What the fuck? The fuck puts lemons in their water? Just eat them.
I'll eat it after!
So Vanri leaves for this part of the conversation.
So Malik, how did that interaction go with Orion?
He looks at her, he looks confused, baffled, bewildered even. He just looks at her, he's like, it's fine, I guess. He came to talk to me about something, and then he does blush a bit, and he puts his fork down and tries not to look. So he's looking very sus right now, but he's like, oh, we talked for a bit, and he said he was sorry he couldn't have been there or talk to me immediately after the whole fountain thing, and we might have kissed a little, but that was it.
Fen has been smiling this entire time. It's not menacing, but it's a little mischievous. Just a little bit.
He looks up, sees that smile, and immediately his eyes dart to the other side of the room. What's that look for?
Oh, nothing. I just think it's great.
What's great?
You're getting along with Orion so nicely.
Yeah. Is that what we call it?
I mean, I guess.
So, okay. Yeah. He's bewildered. He's like, yeah. Nah. So what do you think about him?
Oh, I think he's quite nice. Other than
Nice.
Nice to look at is what she thinks.
But I would like to get to know him a lot better. I like his hands.
Funny enough, he said the same shit about you.
Oh, really?
He said you had really soft hands.
They're soft? She goes and touches Malik's face.
So he like starts to nuzzle, and then he doesn't yeet himself across the table to avoid it, but he like looks away. He's like, yeah, they're pretty soft.
No, I would love to get to know him better. He seems really kind. He seems like, well, kind isn't the proper word, I guess. He seems like, even though he seems kind of distant, he does care to some extent.
Yeah, he tries his best.
And so it's just, I would love to get to know him better, and I don't know. That makes me curious. I don't know much about, well, I only know a little more about you than I do with any of the other crewmates, so.
Yeah. I mean, we're not really ones to share a lot unless it's literally traumatized out of us, so. But I think y'all two will get along really well. I feel like there's something about each of us that complements each other, you know, as a crew.
Yeah, I think so. It'd be nice. I really wish we had stayed small. I really wanted to ride a mouse.
And with that, Vanri walks back.
Did you get my lemon water?
I drop a cup in front of Malik, and it's a full-ass lemon in a cup of water.
He stares at it and just nods and grabs it and dead-ass takes a sip.
It's just the full fucking lemon in it. And then he gets Fen water too.
Thank you, Vanri. What did you get?
Juice.
What type of juice?
Just whatever juice they had.
Adult juice?
No. Yeah, I don't know what fruits usually are available on the island. Obviously, fucking lemons or whatever else there is.
Malik is taking the lemon out of the water and is slicing it. And then drops like 2 slices into his water.
Malik, can I have a slice of lemon?
He slices it up and plops it in her water.
She grabs the lemon out of her water and sticks it in her mouth. And then, like, you know the smile you do with, like, oranges, like the peel? She does that at both Vanri and Malik.
Alright, so you guys have 12-ish hours to kill. How do you want to kill the time?
Is there anything open?
Everything is open.
Oh.
You're in a lunar town.
Oh, yeah. So we did sleep during the right time.
I guess so. I wish there was alcohol here.
I was thinking we should, is there a library?
There is indeed a library. What do you want to do at the library?
Fen wants to look into the history of this island and the division between both people.
Alright. So you're going to go to the library while you've got downtime.
Yeah, she was gonna ask, because she's worried about everyone's safety, that we all head to the library together.
I don't mind.
Yeah,
So you guys are going to the library?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
There is no library. Dun dun dun.
So, for the sake of time, Vanri, Malik, and Fen, roll for me 2 perception checks and 3 history checks. Alright, and to the writing group. So, Lace and Kellam. Orion.
Hello.
What? Riding animals is a weird concept. I don't... Who invented it? I'd like to talk to them.
I mean, would you rather walk everywhere?
No, but the idea of riding an animal, you have to admit, there's something whack going on there.
I mean, not really.
It makes sense, but also I can acknowledge it's weird as hell. Like, the thing you're sitting on and the thing that's transporting you is living and breathing, and that's kind of weird.
They're just animals. I mean...
But I don't see how that changes the idea that you're just riding on a living, breathing thing.
Any sort of transportation that's on land right now is going to be by an animal. I mean, even if you pull in a wagon, right? You got a cart. It's still pulled by two living, breathing things.
Which is weird.
Not really. They gotta have some sort of purpose. It's not like they're pirates and they're running around fighting wars and shit.
What do you mean they have to have some sort of purpose? Not everything has a purpose.
Everything has a purpose.
You ever seen a starfish? Those
Yep.
fuckers have no sense of purpose whatsoever. They just vibe.
It's like the whole circle of life shit.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The circle of life.
She just stares at him kind of blankly.
I can't do it. Lord, I don't believe in. Help me. I started getting too southern there.
I mean, seriously though, does a starfish have a purpose? No.
I'm
it don't.
sure it has some sort of purpose. How do you not know about like fruits and shit, but you know about a fucking starfish and its purpose in the world, but you don't know what the fuck fruits are?
What the? They get stuck to the ship sometimes. Jesus. Okay, just compare it in your head. Finding a fruit compared to finding a starfish when you live your whole life on the ocean. Which one do you think I'd encounter?
Fucking fruit helps you from getting scurvy. You would counter fruit just as much on the ocean.
We used potions with that, because fruits spoil. Duh.
Duh. Yara, you care to explain the circle of life?
But this is so amusing.
Yeah, well, this
Continue
conversation is
struggle.
over on my end.
Lace peeks around to look at Yara from sitting behind her. Hey!
I think my intelligence dropped by 3 points just from this one conversation alone.
It's probably still higher than mine!
Trust me, it is. It's not hard to do.
I still have to disagree with your whole every living thing has a purpose deal.
Alright, look. The circle of life, right? The gazelle eats the grass, the lion eats the gazelle, the lion's body decomposes back into the grass, and the gazelle eats it. It's the circle of life. Everything has a purpose.
Okay, the lion or whatever. It doesn't have a purpose. That just happens and it turns out it's useful. The purpose in the lion existing is not for the lion to die.
Do you even know what a lion is? I will be hard pressed if you know what a lion is, but not a fruit.
I'm trying, alright? I have no fucking clue, but you said it eats another animal, so I picture it's got teeth. Maybe it's got like a knife. I don't know.
Okay.
Lace,
Mm-hmm.
look at what we're on. Now imagine it tan and with a lot of hair. That's a lion.
So like a hairy gray cat? I'm aware those exist. A hairy beige cat, I'm sorry.
But massive and deadly.
So a hairy beige cat.
I would love for you to meet a lion and be more scared of a horse than a lion. God. Yara, I know you're magic and shit. Can you like conjure up a lion and conjure up a horse and put them both in front of Lace and see how she reacts?
Please don't conjure up a horse. Please don't conjure up a horse. Please don't conjure up a horse.
A lion controls the population of its prey. It's herbivore, so you don't get overpopulation. When it
Population.
When it decomposes back into the ground, the nutrients from the body is going into the ground and making the soil more rich.
Alright. But that doesn't mean every creature has a purpose.
Every creature has a purpose.
Purpose!
Every creature has a purpose!
The voice cracks are on point tonight, guys.
Alright. Mosquito. Tell me if a mosquito has a purpose.
Mosquitoes feed mosquito eaters. They do
Alright.
some other shit too. I know they transport, like, diseases and shit. I'm basically a living mosquito.
Yeah, that's saying something about the usefulness of mosquitoes. You're not helping your argument.
Mosquitoes feed the mosquito eaters.
And is there any creature that's completely just eats mosquitoes? No. They get by on something else. It's fine.
Also, they feed spiders. Mosquitoes feed spiders.
Let's go back to my original example. Starfish.
A starfish decomposes shit in the ocean. They keep the ocean cleans, and they feed things. They regrow their limbs. Thank you, people in No Mic Chat.
That you know what? Fuck it. That doesn't mean it has a purpose, but I like the idea.
Everything has a purpose.
Everything has a purpose. Yara, what do you think? Do you think every living thing has a purpose for existing?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, everything has a purpose. Some people, some things exist just to die.
That's kind of frightening to hear you say, I'm not gonna lie.
It's a hard truth, Lace.
This sounds like you two are taking me out here to murder me, I'm not gonna lie.
I wouldn't put up with all this just to murder you. I think anybody in the party would vouch for me if I just murdered you in front of them.
You realize I have feelings, right? Like, I have feelings, and that fucking hurts to hear.
Well, Lace, you curse everybody out. You're stubborn as heck. You fight with everyone for seemingly no reason. You might have your reasons, right? You might have your reasons, which is fine. But you never back them up well enough. So then it looks like you just do it to be stubborn.
But is that really worth killing me over?
I mean, if it's been enough time. I sound like a donkey right there. Yo.
Lace just kind of looks kind of sad and just holds on to Yara and they keep going.
I'm sorry, Lace. I don't mean to be a dick. I'm just telling you the hard truth. I wouldn't kill you just because of that. I'm not that. I would find some purpose or actual reason. I'm not gonna kill you just because you annoy me.
Well, I appreciate you not killing me just because you find me incredibly annoying. Wow.
I didn't say incredibly. I did not say incredibly. You said incredibly. I said annoying.
Look me straight in the face and tell me you don't find me incredibly annoying.
I don't find you incredibly annoying. Only annoying.
Prepare the sainthood.
What? I mean, it's not like you and I are on the best of terms. You've told me I'm annoying.
In a friend way, I thought we were friends.
When have you ever said, hey, Orion, Kellam, we're friends? That has never come out of your mouth.
Listen, if someone came up to me that I knew and considered a friend and was like, hello there, friend, let us do activity, I would, like, straight up shoot them. That's creepy shit.
Right. That is creepy shit, but I'm just saying, we have never had a moment. We've never had a moment where it's like, I feel a friend connection. It has always been at an arm's distance.
Say when I was talking to you in my room?
Yeah, but you were talking to Kellam. That's different. Kellam trusts people, alright? Just because you've got one of them doesn't mean you got both of us. We're different people. God, how fucking insensitive.
I'm sorry. Oh, wait, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So say your mother and father split, right?
Why are we talking about my parents?
No, and they want to do like a Parent Trap style situation where one of them gets one of you, the other gets the other. How would that work?
That just doesn't work. We're the same fucking body. I mean, you could alternate. I get you at nighttime, I'll get you at daytime, sure. But they'd still have to live like 10 minutes within each other.
But what if they like hated each other, never wanted to see each other again, but both wanted custody?
Well, that just like wouldn't work. It's not my fault I was like this. I was born like this. I was born this way. But let's drop the parent talk. So,
Well, I hate to tell you, but you know how we're going to
Chorus? Yes, I know how we're going to Chorus. I know we're going to try and find your dad. That's fine. We can talk about your dad. Just don't ask about my family.
Well, no. Is it gonna make you like upset if I talk about my father a lot?
No, you can talk about your father. I don't care.
I don't know what your relationship is with your father. So if I didn't want to upset you, because I mean, I thought we were friends.
My relationship with my father is not affected by you talking about your own. I'm not gonna be like, oh, boo-hoo, me and my daddy hated each other, so I'm gonna cry every time Lace mentions her daddy. No, you can talk about your daddy as much as you want. I will not talk about mine.
Deity.
Daddy.
Daddy.
So about an hour out of town, through the forest, you start
Goddamn,
noticing...
already? Gonna have a fight already? I'm just joking.
You start noticing bodies littering the forest floor.
Well, that's fun.
They are a bit sparse right now.
Let the bodies hit the floor just popped into my head.
Oh my god.
The bodies hit the forest floor.
There you go. Hey, do we have to feed these cats? Should we let them, clean up the mess?
I don't fucking know.
It's a good answer.
I mean,
we kind of want to hurry, right?
they could eat.
Yeah, but, if we get into a battle and they're slightly hungry, I'd rather them, eat the enemies or be, less compelled to eat us if they're already... Nah, you're right. Let's just keep going. Let's not worry about the dead bodies.
What state are the bodies in? Are they kind of, ripped up or, fuck what?
So there are several different elf species along the floor. You know, you've got the sea elves, the blue surface drow, the light elves. Just every elf species that you have met before is on the floor. Some of them have been viciously torn apart. Others have had their heads ripped off. That's sort of the same thing. But my brain said, limbs ripped off, head ripped off, difference.
Yes.
But yeah, they are very much shredded.
Do any of them look like it could have, any, arrows sticking out, that there could have been, a fight? Or does it look like monster more so?
These were not monster-made wounds.
That's not comforting.
Orc-made wounds? I'm trying to think of just, really big things, really big, strong, not monsters.
Big men, big boy men.
Yeah, big buff babies.
They're all holding weapons, if that helps.
So,
Okay.
fight.
So
Very bloody weapons.
Okay, so they're in a fight. I guess forward on.
She smiles at him. I appreciate the language change.
He definitely purposely did not say ho. And now it's just awkward.
So wait, you do remember my conversation with Kellam?
Yeah, I remember everything that happens to Kellam. We're the same, we see and remember the same things. It's just a matter of, who's in charge.
So you still didn't feel anything? Ouch.
Well, because you were talking to Kellam, not to me. Kellam sometimes people trust Kellam a little more than they trust me. Sometimes. I'm just saying.
Gee, I wonder why.
But also, I feel like even if I was just eavesdropping on that conversation I heard, I'd be like, oof, that's fucking rough.
It is fucking rough, but you didn't confide in me, you confided in Kellam. And I'm not gonna, that's I'm not gonna betray that confidence.
You already know, so there's no confidence to be betrayed.
Right, but it's oh, you know that It's right, but it's like you have a friend that told you something that happened to another friend, but they're like, oh, but like let them bring it up to you, you know, not like you're not just gonna go up to that friend and be like, yo, I heard this, what's up?
You said wait for them to bring it up to you, and I just brought it up to you.
Well, you brought up the fact that you told Kellam.
You're involved in that.
I guess. All right. Okay. So whatever you tell Kellam, you're telling me too. We're gonna just be like, you're gonna be talking to both me and Kellam.
Yes. That was kind of implied. Because if I didn't want one of you to hear something, I just wouldn't tell either of you because you'd still hear it.
Okay. This is fine. I'm just making sure. Okay. So, yeah. Then I guess there was a connection.
Fuck yeah!
He is kind of genuinely enjoying this in like a this is so ridiculous type way, but it's actually making him kind of like smile and laugh a little bit. But he's like, alright, so like think about it this way. Orion's got this thing, or no, fuck. I am Orion. Like Kellam doesn't feel like things for Malik and Finn, right? He might hang more out with like Vanri. I mean, I'll hang out with Vanri too, don't get me wrong. Vanri and I, we're dope. But, you know, like, it's just, I'm not gonna go lay in bed with Malik and Finn, or Kellam's not gonna go lay in bed with Malik and Finn like I would or something like that. So it's just a matter of...
Wait, when did you and Malik and Finn become a thing?
I mean, like, we're not, like... we're not like a thing. We're like a thing. Like maybe it's like it's a test in the waters.
There's 3 of you.
Yeah, and
how does that work?
Quite easily.
I feel like it'd be hard to hold hands. You'd have to like walk in a circle. How do you walk and hold hands?
Well, the person in the middle holds the hand of the other two. You can like rotate, I guess. You can like. Not everybody wants to be touched all the time, right? So maybe one person doesn't want to hold hands at one point. I mean, there's different options. It's not like there has to be a designated I'm the middle. Like you can be like, maybe I want to be the middle hand holder today.
But I feel like there should be. It's like, you know, when you... Well, I've never been my experience, but from what I've heard, like if you have a romantic partner... Each of you has like one side of the bed, and it's kind of like assigned, right?
I mean,
so
like
assigned hand-holding positions.
I'm learning as I'm going right now, and we'll see how this whole thing works out. But basically, like someone can take the middle. Like it doesn't have to be all right. I get this side, you get this side. There could be a middle.
I would bet a large amount of money you still know more about relationships than I do.
I mean, I'm sure, probably, but it's also, I'm not like, you know, expert over here. I don't know if any of us would be an expert in this party.
I don't think any of us that are interested in that sort of thing have done well behind it.
Yeah. So dead bodies, huh?
Yeah.
You know, the first time someone explained what it felt like to be in, like, fall in love or, like someone like that, I was so fucking confused. I had no idea what they were going on about.
I mean, from what I've been told, it's different for everybody. And you've got different types of love, right? You got the parent love where they, you know, basically ignore you your entire childhood and, you know, say that they're doing good for you. You've got you're in love with someone.
Wait. That's not what my parent love was.
Well, maybe we had different parental loves.
My parental love was like, me dad, he would like pull out a knife on any of his crewmen that got, you know.
I mean, my dad pulled a knife on me. Does that count?
I think it's kind of the reverse situation. I think he was trying to protect me.
So different types of love. There we go.
I'm kind of concerned now. Are you like, is this why you said you had like the don't talk about your parents thing? Because you brought it up this time.
I did bring it up this time. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. It's all good though. Like it's in the past. It doesn't bother me anymore.
But yet it bothers you if we talk about him.
I mean, just like don't ask about him. I'm sorry I brought him up. I don't know why I did that.
I don't even know I couldn't really talk about him. It would kind of have to be asking questions on my end because I don't even fucking know his name. And we can keep it that way if that's what you want.
So another hour passes, and the bodies are far more frequent now. Some of them have been impaled with banners straight through the chest. 2 different sets of banners.
Oh, this is the war thing happening!
One of them is blue with sort of like arrows and blades and owls all over it. The other is orange with a red phoenix.
I like that one.
Is it just me, or are the bodies becoming more frequent as we go along?
Maybe. Yara, your turn to come up with a topic to talk about.
Yeah, let's hear from Yara.
Great. A topic to talk about. I can definitely do that.
That's good, because it's going to be pretty awkward until you come up with something.
Yeah, he's full on staring at her.
He's just kind of waiting.
So how about the weather?
Really? Try again, see if you got something better.
Look, we talked about friendship and love and stuff. Like, come on. You gotta get deep, Yara. Deep.
You don't have to if you don't want to, just reminding you that Kellam has no position over your bodily autonomy.
Kellam doesn't, but fuck. What about Orion?
Neither does Orion.
You want deep? How do you think you'll die?
You can go first, Lace.
Oh, easy. Sword through the stomach. Nice and quick.
I think that would be pretty painful and slow. I think it takes time to, like, bleed out from your stomach.
I mean, I'd rather not die in battle, but I'll probably die in battle someday. That's just how it goes.
I mean, yeah, that's valid. I think, I don't know.
Yeah. I'll just be kind of like, just like on the deck, just thinking, well, I fought my best.
Go down fighting.
Yes, when have you not known me to take a fight?
Yara?
I would prefer you went first, Captain.
Okay.
You heard the lady, go first.
You said some of the bodies were headless, right?
Yes.
He's gonna point at one of the headless bodies. Like that.
What? Why would someone cut off your head? Why is that your expectation? It's probably a better question.
Because I am a vampire. Cutting off my head is one of the few ways. There's like 2 ways you can kill me, right? How am I telling you this? You're gonna plot my death and take over my fucking ship.
Why would I do that?
I don't know.
That's an asshole move.
You wrapped my tie around your dick.
I didn't know it was something that meant something to you. I just thought it was a weird tie you wore.
Mm-hmm.
I apologized for doing it. And I felt bad. But also, how was I supposed to know?
Why would you take someone's tie and wrap it around your dick in the first place?
Because I was annoyed. And also, I was just really entranced by the idea of having a dick, I'm not gonna lie. I was just trying to see what I could do with it.
Basically, the 2 ways to kill me would be fire and decapitation, silver in my bloodstream, or I guess the blood that I drink? Or bloodstream. I'm sure it works both ways. My blood.
I feel like if you put silver in anyone's bloodstream, they'd probably die.
Yeah, probably. I mean, but those are like the main ways for me to you know.
To die?
Yeah, that.
Just say the word die.
I can say the word die fine, I just forgot the word for a second.
No, look at me and say, I, Kellam, whatever the fuck your last name is, am going to die someday.
Kellam and I have different last names.
How was I supposed to know? I, Orion, whatever the fuck your last name is, am going to die someday. And I won't get to stop it.
I, Orion Luther, is gonna die someday, and I won't get to stop it. I'm not scared of death. I kill people often. Wait. We had this discussion last time. I have killed someone, right?
Yes.
I need to put that in my notes.
You've only killed one person?
I've killed at least one person.
Okay, have you killed at least 2 people?
Yes.
Okay, we're just gonna keep going, at least 3?
I think I've killed at least 10. At least.
Well, I'm proud of you that you've got at least 10.
Thank you.
That's halfway to 15.
Yup, sure is.
Someday you'll kill as many people as me. How many people have you killed by the time you're my age?
Well, how old are you?
23 or 4 maybe? Maybe 25. Did I have a birthday recently? I don't know, around that age.
Okay,
Because believe it or not, pirates aren't very good at estimating the ages of babies.
yeah, that's valid.
They were like, she's like not 5, probably. But she also wasn't just born. And that was about as specific as they could get.
Well, let's see. I'm 43 years old. And I'm baby as a vampire, right? Because we live long time. Like, forever if we don't get killed, basically.
I mean, we still experience years in the same amount. So by the time you were 20-something, how many people had you killed?
I don't know, because, see, sometimes my mom would have me hunt people just for, like, training, and then you've got all the pirate battles, and then did Kellam and I kill people separately, because Kellam couldn't kill people at first, so I don't know. That's like a hard... I mean, how many people have you killed by your age?
Somewhere in the 40s. Probably somewhere more than... I don't know. Somewhere around that range. Because I killed some... growing up, that wasn't a problem. And, maybe I shoved a man or 2 off a ship, but that's their fault. They were standing too close to the edge.
I think we've probably killed around the same amount of people. By your age, I probably killed a little bit less. I've just, a couple of times, like, in my 30s, and, like, right after, like, Gideon left, we went into a killing spree. Kellam did.
Wait, I'm sorry, who's Gideon?
Well, he's the brothel guy that Kellam told you about. Dope dude. He knew how to handle me, too, which was nice.
Did he actually like you back, or were you one of those people that go to a brothel and be like, I'm in love with you?
No. Kellam took him away from an abusive brothel. Like, they were like, look, they had this whole thing where they were like, I like you, but I'm not gonna say it. And then once Gideon left after Kellam turned him, Kellam was like, oh, the love of my life. And, like, went all emo and shit.
Sorry, wait, who did Gideon kill?
Gideon didn't kill anyone. He took a sword for Kellam. Kellam turned him, and then he ran off to go find himself. He didn't say bye to me, which I'm fucking salty about, but whatever.
Yeah, I can tell. How long ago was that?
Oh god, how long ago was that? 20-something years?
And has he ever tried to make contact with you since then?
I mean, I don't know. He's been trying to find himself, and I've been traveling around. It's possible we've been chasing each other in circles. You can't just contact a pirate. You never know where they're gonna be.
I know, but it's kind of based on that, it's kind of giving me the vibe of, like, he was grateful for you getting him out and all that, but also, you were a guy he met at a brothel.
Are you trying to say that he didn't enjoy me and Kellam? Is that what you're trying to say? He didn't like us? We were close, okay?
I'm just speaking from experience. There were plenty of people who showed up, acted like they loved you, and said they were going to get you away from there, and then nothing.
What do you mean nothing? We did get him away from there. We saved him, and we burned that fucking brothel down. We drank on its ashes. We would sleep in the same bed often.
You share a bed with Vanri. Does that mean the same thing?
Oh, fuck yeah, good point, Yara.
I mean, I would save Vanri from a brothel if I had the chance, but it's a different type of thing. Vanri's my best friend from childhood. It's different. It's
Wait,
Vanri.
is there anyone you wouldn't save from a brothel?
I would save anyone from a brothel if they asked me to, but it was different with Gideon, alright? Like, it's not like I burned down the brothel with all the other workers inside. I got the workers out, and then Gideon burned down the brothel.
Appreciate the language.
Thank you. I corrected myself from saying hookers.
And then you still said it.
But
Yeah,
well, yeah, but I called him a better term because
yes,
not
you
all
made
of
it
them.
very clear that's what you think.
It's not what I think. That's just the kind of common term. Like, if you're just not gonna be like, oh, I got a worker. Like, if you're a shitty dude, you're gonna be like, yeah, I got a hooker. Like, no, they're just, not all of them are hookers by choice.
Companion for hire.
A companion for hire, that works too. Look, I wasn't raised all prim and proper.
I mean, I wasn't much of a companion.
Well, there you go. I don't know. I feel like I'm in a lose-lose situation right here.
Well, yeah, because you didn't just say, I'm not going to say it because that's what shitty guys say, and then just go, yes, but that is the word.
That's not the word. That's just typically of a pirate. You're gonna be like, yeah, like the guys that took Kellam and me when we were 18. They were like, yeah, let's go get a hooker, right? But I'm surrounded by workers. I'm surrounded by people who worked in that type of field, so I'm not gonna call them that myself.
But you'd still refer to the profession as that.
No, I don't refer to the profession as that. I'm saying the old people who took me, they would refer to them as hookers. Like, classically, pirates and other people that I have met along the way refer to them as hookers.
Why do you keep saying them?
Them?
Like, you keep saying it's what you call them.
Like, the people who work as a whole. Like, the workers as a whole. Like, what am I supposed to call... If they're...
I don't know. I just find it interesting that you're not addressing
The workers as a whole.
Okay.
Well, no, I just find it interesting that you're not addressing us when you say that.
What do you... Wait, what?
I'm just saying I find it interesting that when you talk about sex workers, you keep saying them even though you could just be talking to me.
I'm not talking, about you. I'm talking about the workers who worked at the brothel that we burned down. That would be them as a group. They're a group of them.
Alright, that was my confusion.
How did we get here? How did we get on this topic? What were we talking about?
How you'd like to die.
Yes, I would like to die by being decapitated. Next.
How would you least like to die?
I would least like to die by fire.
That's fair. Wait, we didn't hear Yara's answer. Yara, how do you think?
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure I answered.
No, you didn't. Answer.
I'm pretty sure you didn't, but you could have.
Yara, answer the question.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
Her teeth are going to be clenched as she hisses out, by the hands of a Luther.
Oh,
Well, that's awkward.
yeah, I won't lie, Yara. That was kind of... that wasn't a great thing to say. If it was the true answer, kind of makes it an awkward, weird cat ride. Alright, I'm going to talk now because it's silent and that makes me uncomfortable.
Go for it, Lace. This is one of the few times I will tell you to not stop talking. Hey, can I roll a perception check on these bodies or around the area around us so I can make sure we're not about to be ambushed?
I was actually about to have you guys roll perception.
Amazing.
That's an 11, baby.
Ooh, that's a 2.
Either of you ever gonna want children?
I want children to carry on my name, like my family name and my legacy, I guess. But I don't want them just to have them. They're fucking annoying.
Fair enough. Yara, you want kids?
I would prefer not to answer.
Alright.
You can't not answer every question. Sometimes you're too easy on people, Lace.
What do you mean? I'm just respecting her privacy.
Lace, do you want children?
None of my... I fucking never want to be pregnant. Fuck that shit. But, I mean, I'd like to adopt a child or two. Raise them like I was raised. More little Laces in the world. I think it'd be amazing.
It'd be something, alright. Kellam wants to adopt too. He wants to adopt an orphan, but...
Yes. I mean... I became an orphan. That's how I was adopted. You know, your family gets murdered, you become an orphan, but thankfully there was only a 15 minutes in between me being an orphan and me being adopted, so that was kind of sick.
And roll another perception, please.
Oh shit.
That's an 8.
That's an 8 for me, too. Oh lord, we're gonna die.
Alright, hour 3. Even more bodies. So many bodies.
Feels like there's even more bodies. Like, so many bodies. Sorry.
Wow. Brilliant.
I am a master with words.
The banners are also more frequent here.
Oh, it definitely looks like some war shit, but I mean, we're not in an army, so we should be fine. Right? Right.
Totally.
I mean, pirates never attack civilians, can't say that much for most militaries, but, you know.
So... we ride?
I mean, we don't really have any other option, do we?
No?
Alright. I mean, we're still riding as we say this.
Yeah?
So what you mean is you don't stop?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, hour 4. You're riding along.
What was your first time having sex like?
Oh, that is a question. That is an interesting question. I was drunk, so I don't think I really remember it.
Cool.
What was your first time like then?
I was... God. She laughs. I was 16 and we had been docked at a port to gather supplies. It was not good. Didn't enjoy it.
Did you ever?
Maybe? I don't know. I mean, it's never really been something I, go wild for. I'm just not that interested in it. Just how I am. Sort of same thing with romance. Not really my thing. But, you know, if that's your thing, more power to you.
Yara?
Yes, Captain?
Do you want to answer?
Do you want me to answer?
I don't really care. I'm just trying to make conversation. Make sure everyone feels included.
My first time. There was this girl. Her hair was the color of honey. Just... You don't want to hear about that. Anyways,
I do! That she sounds lovely! I would love to hear about that. I mean, you don't have to tell us anymore if you not like, but that sounds very nice.
it was nice.
And I'm too scared to ask if anything happened to her, so I am not going to.
Did something happen to her?
God damn it!
You mean, is she dead?
Is she dead? Is she gone? I don't believe Gideon's dead, so I wouldn't ask if she was dead.
I don't know.
You haven't talked to her in a while?
Considering I haven't been back on this island for 60 years.
Oh shit, she's on this island.
Oh, word! Alright, so when we go...
We'll have to find her, Yara. We'll reconnect you to it with the back.
I'm down for this.
No.
That would be the sweetest thing. Please. Jara, I want to reconnect you with your lost love.
It wasn't love.
I want to connect you with your lost whatever the fuck it was.
Your lost first time.
No, I don't think that's lost because she clearly still remembers it.
That's valid.
Are you two quite done?
Are you? You seem to be getting into it.
I'm excited. I think that sounds sweet, Yara.
She's probably dead. She's a different race. They don't live as long.
Oh, so she's human. Sorry, Lace.
What does that mean? What are you trying to say? I did not pick up on it, whatever it was.
I said, oh, so she's human, and then I said, sorry, Lace, because we'll probably all outlive you.
Oh yeah, that's definitely going to happen. Unless I kill you.
Well, you do know the 3 ways to kill me now, so...
Being a pirate's pretty good if one of the only ways you can be killed is burned alive.
So, Captain, you said you met your one true love in a brothel.
Kellam met his one true love in a brothel. Me and Gideon were more so just best buds.
By the way, it was a brothel. Did you sleep with him before you fell in love with him?
No. No.
Don't give us the bullshit like you fall in love the first moment you saw him or none of that shit.
No, it was not an instant love at first sight. It was sympathy at first sight. And then it was a gradual fall. We helped him become a man. I mean, he was always a man, but we helped him look like a man and own himself.
What were you doing in the brothel?
It was Kellam and I's 18th birthday. Some of the crew wanted to, I don't know, fucking inoculate us, I guess. Let's go to a brothel. Let's go get drunk. Initiate. No, because he was already part of the crew. He just turned... Oh, as a man. Yeah, initiate as a man.
It wouldn't be inoculate, dude.
I don't know what
They
the
were
fuck...
vaccinating him against the...
Inoculate is
Like
vaccinate.
Oh. Well, initiate us as men.
Right.
And that's how you become a man? By using someone who's helpless?
20 years ago, probably. I was 18 and I'm 43 now. Times have fucking changed, haven't they?
So you're saying it was alright back then?
I mean, obviously I didn't do it. I didn't go fuck someone in a brothel. I literally took them away from the brothel. But when you're 18 years old and you got all these men from your father's crew, and you're just trying to impress your fucking father, you're gonna go follow all these drunk men to a fucking brothel. But did I sleep with him? No. Did I take advantage of him? No. I gave him a new fucking life.
Did you sleep with anyone from that brothel?
No. I took him away, or Kellam, I guess, at the time, took him away. And that was that. We didn't go back to that brothel except for when Gideon wanted to go burn it down. Then we went and we burned it down.
That brothel. Did you go to any others?
I mean, not after... I mean, Gideon joined my crew, and it felt weird to try and go to a brothel when I rescued Gideon from a brothel, so...
But you wanted to.
Not really, oh my god. If I wanted to go sleep with someone, I would just go to a fucking tavern. I don't need to go to pay for a hooker when I can just go, aw, shit.
You don't need to what?
I don't need to go pay for a worker, a companion, when I can just go to a pub and meet someone. I am not desperate enough to go to a brothel. I don't need to pay for sex. I'm a vampire, alright? That pays enough.
Leave him alone!
Captain. What does being a vampire have to do with you getting laid?
Oh, come on. People like dark, mysterious, vampire. Oh, look at those fangs. Ooh. He lives a long time. He's immortal. That's a freaking chick magnet in itself.
Whatever you say.
Sure thing.
God damn. I did not mean to call them a hooker. I don't see them that way, and I'm sorry. You just got me a little worked up.
Oh, so your anger excuses your language?
My anger doesn't excuse shit. My language is fine when I'm not angry either. I say the same shit all the time, but it was not okay for me to call them hookers when they're not.
What do you mean you can't call them hookers because they're not?
Didn't we just get into a whole conversation about how they're not hookers, they're workers? I swear to God, I'm gonna shut my mouth right fucking now. I'm done talking to y'all.
Yara is full on laughing now, and is reaching behind to give Lace a high five.
She is not fucking told you we could do it!
I hate it here.
Alright, hour 5. The frequency of the bodies has died down.
Hey, we got past the bad part with all the bodies.
Roll a perception again.
Shit. 15. Hey, that's pretty good for a perception roll for Lace.
8.
Alright, Lace, you have the feeling of being watched.
Hey, Yara, I have the feeling of being watched. Cat Arian.
Yeah. Oh, you almost called me captain.
I almost called you Kellam, but sure, keep telling yourself that.
Oh, okay.
But there's definitely something watching us, and it's creeping me the fuck out. I don't know if you can feel it, but I feel like we're being watched.
Well, I guess we'll just have to keep an eye out.
No, that fucking works.
I mean, do you see anything, Yara, with your dark vision? I'm coming up empty.
Yes. And she just vaguely gestures towards the tree line.
Okay, human here. I can't see shit. What's going on?
She gestured toward the tree line.
Well, no, I'm aware of that part. I just don't know what she was gesturing to.
Well, I can't tell either. Yara, care to elaborate?
Eyes. There's 4 sets of eyes in the trees.
Do they look like
Small.
evil?
Are they just like fucking squirrels or what? Like,
Yes, because all the squirrels stopped to watch us.
Maybe.
you're the one that's going to know what they are or not. I'm just providing guesses until you tell us.
White blobs with eyes. They're far enough away that I can't make out detail.
Can't really do anything to stop them, can we?
Not really.
Onward.
So, Orion,
Yeah,
you ever go to a brothel after that?
just to burn it down.
Oh, I forgot, sorry.
Why are you so curious on my brothel goings and whatnot? You make it sound like I'm like a brothel connoisseur. Why would I support the places that abused and tortured Kellam's love or whatever?
I don't know, I'm just curious.
Hour 6, you guys arrive at the edge of Nhe Serin.
Is Nhe Serin the daytime or the nighttime?
Nhe Serin is daytime.
Oh, great.
Yeah!
Orion kind of pulls his cat to a stop and stares. Basically, I don't know if there's like a line that is like, alright, cross here to enter daytime.
Definitely a line.
And he stares over it. Oh god, this is gonna suck. You all ready?
You want something to bite down on?
I don't need to bite down, it's just a headache. It's not like I'm like a werewolf. Ah! Like, it's just a headache from the fast transition.
Alright.
Let's go.
You go first.
Okay. He goes first. Oh man, I just had the craziest feeling that I was trapped in some fucking country hillbilly hick body.
So you step over the line, and the sunlight touches your skin, and you change back.
Tell me about this Gideon, I'm curious.
Maybe we should save that for the trip back. It'll probably be daytime at that point.
But I'm curious now.
Well, if you can hold on to that curiosity until the way back, I will tell you all about it. Let's hunt for that disguise kit.
That's what we were looking for. I had honestly forgot within the first hour, and I was just riding along hoping you guys knew.
Yes, looking for the disguise kit. He's gonna gesture to Yara.
Yara is going to point to the northeastern part of town. A tall spire by a stout building. You'll find one up there, at the top.
We'll find one.
Alright, let's go.
Okay. There you go.
Doodaloo.
Alright, so you guys walk through the city, and at the base of the spire, there's a platform of light that starts at the ground and just goes up to the top. Just a new platform every 5 minutes or so. You don't see any come down, but that's a problem for later.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yep, let's go.
Okay, and up you go. Dooba dooba da ba dooba doo. Shooba dooba ba ba da ba da. Elevator music or something. Alright. So you get to the top, and inside there's the first not elf running a shop that you've seen. This is about a 3-foot tall flower person.
Fun!
They sort of look like if a dragon snap came to life.
You mean a snapdragon?
Yeah. Along the walls, there's various bright, colorful boxes and stuff.
Yara, where do we get the thingy?
We are in the shop that will sell what you need.
Kellam's gonna walk up to the shop owner. Hi, we're looking for a disguise kit. Do you sell those here?
There's a tinkling noise like a silver bell, and they nod, and they point to a wall that's got, wigs and fake mustaches and grease paint and everything, and a little box in the middle.
He grabs the box.
Does the woman, like, open her mouth and those sounds come out? Like she's speaking and that's what it sounds like?
Yes.
I think Laisha's just gonna stare and just say, sorry, I don't speak Spanish.
Another tinkling, and it looks like they're laughing.
Yes? Fuck. Yara, what's she speaking?
Oh, Lace. Don't worry about it.
Is it Spanish? It sounds like Spanish.
No, it's not Spanish.
Are you sure? It really sounds like Spanish.
Yes, I am certain that it is not Spanish.
Can you speak whatever she's speaking?
No, one of the few languages I don't know.
Damn it. I wanted to tell her she's pretty.
I mean, I'm fairly certain she can understand common. She understood what the captain asked.
You're very pretty.
Kellam's just gonna grab the kit. The box, I'm assuming, is the kit.
Yep.
How much?
Wait. How can we know how much it is? What the fuck do we do?
She's going to laugh again and write out a number and slide it towards Kellam.
What are we supposed to do?
Alright. He's gonna give it to her from his own fund, not the ship fund.
Alright. She's going to tinkle a thank you.
Thank you.
and motion at the walls again. Like, is there anything else you want?
He's gonna look at Yara and Lace. Would you like to shop around?
I have no need for a joke shop.
Wait, this is a joke shop.
Why would you say that?
Wait, what else do they have?
They definitely have whoopee cushions.
That's not, no. A little bit more.
Firecrackers.
Alright.
Fake blood.
They have smoke bombs?
Fake snow.
Do they have smoke bombs?
They have toy bombs.
Do they have colored smoke bombs that you light and they make a fun cloud of smoke in whatever color the smoke bomb is?
There are 2. 3.
Alright, how much are they?
10 gold each.
10 gold? What the fuck?
You're in an elf city. Things are expensive.
I don't have that kind of money. You're lucky, you're very sweet, otherwise I would steal these. She puts them back on the shelf.
There are stink bombs too. Fart guns as well.
No, everything's too expensive. Let's go, we're out of here.
Alright. You step out onto the platform outside. And the light disc just keep going up and disappearing, and there's no way down that you can see.
Time to jump.
No, I was gonna say, how tall is the tower? Like, how many feet?
About 100. 100 meters.
Oh, that's...
300 feet.
Okay, I've got 50 feet of rope. How much do you guys have?
I'm sure, look, if the lights just disappear, I'm sure it'll teleport us somewhere. Let's just go up and go up.
I never fucking trust in that. Just go back in and ask the lady.
I'm gonna trust that more than I'm gonna trust fucking 100 feet of silk rope. I've got 50 feet of silk rope, sorry.
That's what I was saying. But also, just go back in there and ask her how we leave.
Or we just go and follow like the rest of the people. It's not like everybody dies when they come here.
Alright, and while you guys are figuring out how to get down, I'm going to jump into Whispers with the library group, and we're going to take a little break.
Alright, so Danny, did you miss the height? Because I messed up, I gave you guys the wrong height.
No, it's 620 feet.
626.64.
627 feet.
191 meters.
So, the rope's not gonna work. I say that we just jump on the fucking light thing and let it take us up till we disappear. Worst case, there's a way at the top to come back down.
Sounds good.
Or just drops you when you die.
That's fine.
Yeah, I was just gonna watch you guys do this.
Okay, Yara, obviously you know what the fuck to do, so what do we do?
No, you think the platform will work. Why don't you try that?
I'm not going to if you don't think it's... I'd rather not, then.
No, go ahead.
Ah, come on, we don't have all day. If you know the way, just tell us the way.
I know a way.
Okay.
Your way might work.
But if it doesn't, and you know for sure a way that does work, then we should do that way.
Can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm with Kellam.
Let me just double check how fall damage works.
It's like a lot of pain in your legsies.
He's gonna get on the platform. Either I die or I come back down. Whichever works.
Alright, so it goes up about 20 feet and then fades away. And you fall down.
Cool, so how much damage?
It's 14?
I think that misses my AC.
No, that's your fall damage.
I know. I'm just hoping otherwise.
It's not like gravity punched you, it's just you falling.
Alright, well, going to the top doesn't work. It just disappears on you. So, Yara, fucking, how do we get down?
I don't know how you would get down.
What does that mean?
She's going to walk backwards so that she's standing right on the edge of the platform, wave, and fall back.
I'm guessing there's like a levitate or a fall slowly fucking elf thing.
No offense to you, but Yara actually likes me, so I think she wouldn't leave me to throw myself off a building.
Yeah, well, Yara's bound to me, and I don't know what happens to her if I die from this. I don't think it's good, though, because, you know.
Alright, then, let's go. She just runs over and, like, swan dives over the edge.
So, Yara's falling, and for about the last 20 feet or so, she does slow down an awful lot. And Lace is, like, zooming by, and she just grabs Lace, and they float down.
Thank God.
Alright, so Kellam, how are you getting down?
He's not. He's just gonna, like, toss the disguise kit down and chill up there till they kick him out.
Yara's going to roll her eyes and go back up. Hold out a hand to Kellam.
He's just gonna look at her.
He's so salty.
You're not going to die. Do you trust me?
I'm not worried about dying. I'm not worried about dying. And sure, I trust you. That's not the problem.
Then what is?
Oh, nothing. Nothing. Doesn't matter. Whatever, let's just go. He's gonna grab her
Don't
hand.
be petty!
He is petty! He's gonna grab her hand, but he's gonna legit yank her off the platform with him.
What was your problem?
Because Lace would have just died if you didn't grab her, because you didn't just say that we should hold on to you and jump. She would have just full on died because you know Lace will do anything if you bait her into it. That was pure dumb luck.
He's worried about Lace. Aww.
I didn't think she would jump after me.
I mean, we don't know any other way besides you just falling backwards. It's safe to assume that there would be some sort of spell if you were fine. But also, this is Lace we're talking about. Lace trusts you. She doesn't trust me. So I think she would follow you before she stayed up here with me.
You have a point.
So is this like a elf spell thing that you guys just stopped following, or what is this?
It's a high elf thing. We're better than the others because we can do this.
Alright, high and mighty.
I'm sorry, every other race of elf is descended from us, so you can suck a toad.
Suck a toad?
A toad?
Look at you, Yara, getting feisty.
I hate it. Don't say that.
Feisty.
Seems that way. You seem very, high and toady about being a high elf.
Hide and toady. I hate that.
And you get the same way about being a fucking vampire. You're only a half-breed.
What?
You might want to remember which half-breeds you belong to.
Oh,
Let's get one thing clear. I don't belong to you.
Our bond would say otherwise. Or is it just a Luther name? Is it Orion? Do you belong to Orion? Is it because my name is different than Orion's?
Do you want me to drop you? Because this is how you get dropped.
No. It's chill. Nah, you can hold on a little bit longer.
How courteous.
Thank you kindly.
And does slow down and land.
How you feeling, Lace? Did you have a nice trip down? Me and Yara had a lot of fun.
Yara's going to hug Lace and apologize.
I'm fine. Let's just get going.
She
is going to keep an arm around her.
Are the cats still there?
Yeah.
Alright. Kellam's just gonna hop on a cat.
Alright, so they mount up and they're going back. Back.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just gonna jump through all the time. Alright, so you get back to the town. We're at about 1 p.m., so it's Kellam returning. Make that 2 p.m. Alright, library group. You see the cats return.
Vanri runs out to greet them.
Fen follows Vanri.
Hello, welcome home. I guess we're the ones coming home.
Yes, you've been gone for a long while. How was trip?
The trip was good. We got the kit, and he holds it out to her.
She goes to grab it, and then she just doesn't touch it, and just yeah, and then she pulls her hands back.
Okay, I'll put it with your stuff.
Alright, so what do you guys do?
Liz is gonna go lay down.
Did anything interesting happen?
He looks at Yara. You could say that.
So yeah, Yara just looks so awkward.
Well, this was uneventful.
Hey, what happened?
Yara and Lace got into a small little tiff thing, I guess. I don't know. Just a joke gone wrong. You know how that happens.
I'm sure things will be fine.
No big deal. How was your guys' time?
Oh,
We read a lot.
my brain feels like pudding.
Jelly, yes. I don't have Vanri's voice anymore.
Yara looks at Kellam just like, what?
It was just a joke gone wrong.
It doesn't sound like a joke.
It was. It wasn't like a fight. It was just a joke gone wrong.
I am going to go check on Lace. And Vanri will go check on Lace.
Lace's door is locked.
I didn't say I was just gonna walk in. I'm obviously gonna knock, because like a normal person.
We were studying the history of the island.
You find out anything interesting?
A little bit, yes. And I think I'm not gonna say I know what's happening, but I might have a suggestion to what may be happening with the portals.
What's up?
I think it'd be best if we spoke in private. I mean, Malik could be there, or any of the crew could, but best in a room where no one can hear, just in case. Yes.
Okay. I'm good with that. You could come into my room, or we could go to yours.
Either works, Captain.
Let's go to yours in case Vanri comes back and needs alone time.
Okay.
And I guess they go to her room.
Alright.
Does Malik follow into the room?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so let's do Lace and Vanri first.
Lace is in her room.
I go knock, knock knock.
Who is it?
It's me, Vanri. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
You do not sound fine.
Well, I am.
I think you are lying to me.
Cool.
Okay, something seems very wrong. Do you need to talk to someone?
I'm fine.
Do you want some water?
Got some in here.
Do you want some food?
I'm good.
Is there anything I can do to help you in your situation?
Don't need any help.
You sound very upset. What happened?
I'm fine.
Okay. If you need anything, I'm here for you.
Right. Thank you.
And she'll just go away.
Alright, the other group.
Alright. He's gonna sit down on Fen's bed. What's up?
Okay. So, we learned about the history, like I told you.
Right, the
And-
history of the island.
So, around 150 years ago, Dervla and the elves went to, and the Fae. I'm sorry. Words. Talking. Hold on.
Basic history. 150 some odd years ago, Dervla fractured. Elves fled to Rayleigh.
Yes. Thank you. Okay, and so basically there was a ruler there, and Raul. I honestly can't remember how to pronounce his full name, so that works. And they ran a group of rangers, and they protected the province because some people had stayed, and a month, each month they would get supplies. And then the land was at peace because Raul was protecting them with their rangers, and it was fine. But Raul was the general, and he got really tired of his job, kind of. And then Elaine, his second in command, took care of things. But then an army from outside had came in, and they wanted to go through and kill Raul. But and so the Rangers had tried to close the portals and stop from getting in, but it was too late and Raul had died. From then on, two factions split, the two cities, the faction of the Solar faction and the Lunar faction. I believe that the Lunar faction has decided to attack the Solar, or there is someone trying. Once again, the portals are closed, someone else is trying to get in. I'm also worried that since we lie with no faction, either side is seeing us and suspecting us, will try to kill us.
Okay. Well, now that we have the disguise kit, we can basically leave. So if we leave when everyone's ready, I think we'll be fine.
We cannot leave until the portals are open, Captain.
Oh, shit.
We do not have the supplies to travel across the island to get back to the ship.
Well, we just use the big cats to get to Nhe Serin. Can we not use the big cats to travel to our location? We got to Nhe Serin within a day, or half a day.
But if the lunar portal is closed, so is the solar portal.
And we have to go through one of the portals to get back to the ship.
Yes.
Shit. Oh, fuck.
The thing is, though, Jara believes the problem is us. I'm pretty sure. She was very suspectful of the... She really does not like the High Priestess whatsoever. She does not trust her, as you've seen. But she really believes the High Priestess is doing something about us.
What do you mean, doing something about us?
That's the thing. I can't tell you other than that. I don't know what she's trying to do or plan. But that she's... Maybe because of Jara herself, or just because of who we are, she's testing us or something, because she put us through a fight for a reason, to see how long we would last.
Malik zones back into the conversation around now, because honestly, boy been tweaking out this whole fucking time. He blinks and goes, "How long did Yara's sister say she was gone?" 60 years.
Yes.
It said that it was 60 years the army arrived, and it says several elves were taken after he was beheaded. So 60 years ago, the guy died and the elves were taken, and the sister said that they thought she died 60 years ago when she disappeared.
Yara was taken by the elves. Well, with the elves. She was taken with the elves.
So she was snatched, but this also means, was she close to the dude who got murdered? Wait. Okay.
She's from...
Hold on. My brain's working. So we didn't know Yara's actual name till a couple days ago, and her name is Nhe Serin. Do we know? Do elves have a last name? I'm assuming because the dude had a last name. Does she have a last name? Do we know her last name? Kellam, did she tell you her last name?
Iluana.
Yeah, that one. Wait, is that the... That's who... Wait, what? Whose name is that?
Yara? Isn't that you just asked me?
He looks at Fen like... You picking up what I'm putting down?
I believe so.
I know exactly why the fuck they have us ass locked down on this fucking island. I know exactly why.
Why?
Traitors of the moon beware, and guess who blamed the fucking lunar region for the dude dying, and guess who has the same last name as the fucking dude? Oh lord, I think Yara's the guy's daughter.
Sister, maybe?
Whoever the fuck. Oh wait, yeah, she said her brother died. I don't know how
yeah.
elf bloodline, so I'm not good at this shit. Brother, daughter.
No, it would be her brother.
Did she tell us his name? Do we know his name?
She didn't tell us his name, but if we are correct,
60 years ago.
it's Ryu.
Oh yeah, because 60 years ago, I'm assuming she knew her brother and he was still alive, so that would be correct. I thought that was her daddy. I apologize.
It's okay. Elves work differently.
They're a whole different breed. Well, shit. That complicates a lot. So, now we're in a really big predicament because... Hold on. Can Malik pause to roll perception to see if anyone's listening outside the door?
Sure.
Because I don't trust bitches in this tavern. I really don't. Because if they can tail through the goddamn wall, they probably can hear them talking about shit. If they really want to listen. He don't hear shit. Never mind. I got a 10.
Can I try?
Like, he pauses, looks at the door, waits a second, and looks back.
Sure, friend can try.
That's a 16 plus 3. 19.
You don't hear anything.
Okay.
That wasn't a very confident you don't hear anything. I don't like it, but anyway. So the brother was the one that was taking care of protecting the people, and then the whoever the fuck came and murdered a whole shit ton of them, and the solar people, where she and her family are from, blame the lunar people, who are clearly pissed about it still 60 years later. I think the problem is that now that Yara's back, they're trying to prove a point here or something that probably involves them coming to kick our asses. I don't like that because we wasn't involved. I don't know why they do this shit. Like, granted, I will support Yara, and if they come knocking on our door, I will beat a bitch up. But
one more thing. The enemy was Anton.
Yeah, that dude.
There was no last name. The one, I'm assuming he's the one who took Yara, but it was Anton.
So why? So what? Like, why ain't they mad at him? Like, I know shit happened, and it's like, but pointing fingers at each other doesn't really make a lot of sense.
He's not here, so they need someone to blame. That's how it works.
My bad, but like, rich elves, the humble ones ain't like this, but it's the rich ones that just.
Well, there's been a difference between most of the elves, anyways. I don't have much history with the Drow or the Sea Elves, but High Elves are not that fun to deal with sometimes.
Sorry. The enemy's name, one more time?
Antoine.
Antoine? Like there's a W in there?
Oh,
no. Anton. Anton.
Okay. So the enemy. Why is he the enemy?
He's the one who took the elves and ripped off Raoul's head.
Yeah, he's the one that had his henchmen bunch through the fucking portals, fuck some shit up, behead the guy, and then steal the elves, and then book it on out of there.
That's great. Okay. Alright. So, okay. And there's no last name?
No last name. None.
Okay. All right.
Wait.
Okay.
I have a thing. When alright, hear me out now. The high priestess, she's the one in Nhe Serin?
Terran. Priestess is Terran. Priestess is Moon. Arcanist is Sun.
Okay, so do they have sole control over the... She said the island, but that's bullshit. We know it was her. She has sole control over the portals. Does she?
She would have control of her own portal.
Her own portal.
I was thinking that since either one might be closed, if there is a true threat, then definitely the other would be. But we would have to go back and see. It's not like we knew this when you guys first went to Nhe Serin, sorry.
So, how do you suggest we go about this? Handle this?
Oh, me?
Yeah, you guys are the ones who found out this information. I want your opinion.
Well, either we go back to Nhe Serin and see if the portal is open, or we wait.
Well, what happens if the portal isn't open?
Then we have to either come back, or go to a different town, or stay there.
Boy.
I don't know how long we will be welcome here, for the fact that we don't belong anywhere on this island.
There's no, like, non-elven colonies around here, are there?
No, not really.
Oh, gosh. Oh, God.
And so I feel like we might be more welcome in Nhe Serin than anywhere else. But at the same time, we don't know what the other people are like there. Yes, we know Yara's sister, but it's not like we can stay in her home.
This is fucked up. I don't like it.
Alright.
Again, we wait here for maybe a day longer, then go back to the High Priestess. Because to see if she has any updates on the portal being closed.
This is quite a pickle.
Yeah, it is. It really sucks.
And also being here with Jara, she is a traitor of the by technicality.
And we are associated or affiliated with her because, as you said, she's under your control.
Shit.
I was gonna bite you in the ass eventually. I didn't, but I knew it was. I was like, I feel like that isn't gonna be credible enough, or it's gonna fuck with us, and it fucked with us.
To be fair, that was Orion, not me.
It was Orion.
Did you at least in your subconscious go, you dumbass, don't say it?
No, I did not. I was zoned out at the time. Unfortunately.
A bit off topic, but probably a dumb question, but can you both think at each other and hear what you have to say?
Yes, we can. And it's very annoying.
I will never be able to understand what it's like sharing a mind.
Hopefully you never have to. It is not... It has its... I don't know. It's got its ups and downs as usual. You've always got someone to console other than yourself, but when that someone is Orion, it's kind of a lose-lose situation.
I think our best option is Nhe Serin. At least we can find a town near there where we won't be harassed for being with Jara.
Right.
She clearly is, even without looking at her face, you could tell she is a high elf.
I mean, I just don't feel it's fair to Yara to throw her semi under the bus because of something she had no control over. I feel like the best way to solve this is to get Anton, drag his little ass back here, and make him take responsibility for fucking up shit. But we can't leave to do that, and we don't know who the fuck this Anton person is, so we all shit out of luck.
Right.
That is a later task. We need to focus on now.
If we survive. Because, hell, if fighting food was that serious, imagine fighting the actual elves behind the food,
Right. Well, I'm gonna go talk to Vanri about this, and we'll, my confidant. and maybe Jara, maybe, I don't know, maybe everyone. I'm gonna talk to Vanri first, and then we'll call a group meeting.
Vanri does know what we know. I don't know if she's put together what we have, but she does know the history we know.
Okay. Alright. Okay. Great. Okay. I'll one of us will get you guys for the meeting.
He takes out a piece of paper with chicken scratch on it. It's chicken scratch, but he can read it. And he's also nearsighted, so he holds up the dead ass to his face, just like right up there.
Are you sure you want to make him nearsighted, bro?
He squints at it up close to make sure the words say what he thinks it says, and then he backs it up. He's like, oh, okay. Okay, so like, it was led by the dude, the general, who he had like his quote unquote military. It was like a group of rangers. It said that he had a second in command named Amon. So Amon was his second in command, and even though Ryu, the dude, her brother, was chill as shit about it, he knew some shit was up, right? He knew some shit was up. So like, when the army got there, the people that fuck shit up, when they got there, the Rangers, the one that the guy led, were the ones that went to shut down the portals, but didn't get to the portal that led to Nhe Serin in time, which is how they got there and fucked his shit up. The thing is, this is where conspiracy theory Malik activated. He's like, he slams the paper on a desk like an idiot. The thing is, think about it. If the Rangers manually had to go and shut the shits down, why wouldn't they shut down the ones that are the most important first, so that they couldn't get to the leader, especially if they knew he was coming, they were coming for him?
There's two.
Right? It's fishy, right? But where was the second in command who was so vigilant? Don't you think he would have been on top of this shit? Don't you think? What if he sold him out? What if he was working with this dude and told the Rangers to leave that specific portal alone? What if there's some shit going on with Nhe Serin that the Nhe Serins don't know about? Which is why when he died, the Nhe Serin were like, fuck y'all night bitches, and started a civil war because the guy who was second in command in Nhe Serin wanted to start some shit. What if? Like, he's getting really animated. He's like, it don't make sense.
Fen comes up to Malik and like starts to rub the low of his back. Malik, what you're saying could be true, but I need you to calm down. You're getting a little too loud.
Yeah, you're right. But do we know where the fuck that Amon guy is? Because it didn't say he died. So where is he?
We don't know whether or not he was a high elf or a drow, because I'm pretty sure that would determine which city he lies in now.
I mean, if he was the second in command to the one dude, he probably was. Oh wait, no, because they were united before. So
It was a time of peace until 60 years ago.
Well, he's my first suspect. I don't trust that bitch.
Don't even know where he could be.
Well, when I find him, I'm punching him in his bitch ass face.
Captain, one more thing before you go speak with Vanri.
Yes?
There was one picture of Raoul and Amon in the book, and I just have to say, they look very similar.
To each other?
Yes.
Oh.
Did she only have one brother, or did they have twins?
It's just one moving back and forth really quickly.
I think when she's mentioned in the past, she has said brothers plural, but it could just be a mismemory. He's kind of lost in thought for a second. He's like, yeah, 3 brothers and the one sister we met.
3 brothers. Alrighty then. That would make sense.
Shit.
She's powerful, and Do you know anything else about where she came from, other than being captured? Like, do you know anything about her past, Captain? If you can't share it, then I completely understand. I am just trying to put this together.
Aside from her capturing, not particularly just the three brothers, the sister, but no, I mean her sister was in Nhe Serin. Their mom wasn't there at the time. I think she was doing something, but so I'm assuming she was born and raised mostly in Nhe Serin until she was captured.
Her brother might be there.
You think, like, with her sister?
Maybe. I know she's technically still... Is she still your prisoner?
She's part of the crew.
I would talk to her about going back there first. Even though it might lead to what's going on, I would talk to her.
Hey, if we gonna start some shit, we might as well start it first. Because I don't want anyone else to make the first move. I will be anxious as fuck.
So what do you think, Malik? What should we do first?
I'ma find her brother and punch him in his bitch ass face.
There's a chance he might not have been in the wrong, though.
So you believe we should go to Nhe Serin and look for him as well?
Yes.
Look for him and see if the portal is open.
Oh, but that's a day's travel.
And if there's any way we can talk to the High Arcanist, maybe that would help.
But the High Arcanist was in...
I don't think she stays there.
Okay.
Isn't the High Arcanist is from Nhe Serin and was just visiting to poke fun? So she... I don't
But
like...
they're clearly close.
So, what are you guys doing?
Malik is trying not to beat his head against the wall.
Fen is trying to calm down Malik. And then wasn't Kellam gonna go talk to Vanri?
Yeah.
Kellam's watching him have a breakdown, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna go tell Vanri what the fuck just happened.
He ain't gotta deal with that shit. Anyways. Yeah, he's gonna go to Vanri.
Boom. Room.
Boom, boom. You okay there?
Yes. Yeah. Fine. And she'll sit up.
You know there's a bed.
It's a wood floor. Reminds me of the ship.
Yeah, that's valid. They want to go to Nhe Serin first to check the portal, because we can't leave if the portal is closed. So they want to check the portal in Nhe Serin, and they want to try and find this guy who happens to be Yara's brother.
Yes, I read about that. I was with them in the library. Who's Yara's brother again? Her last name is
Real.
and his last name was... I don't know how to say it properly.
Iluana.
His last name is Iluana, correct? So, they have to be related some way.
Well, yeah. It's not a very common last name, I don't think. She does have 3 brothers and 1 sister, which we met the sister, and then... Yeah.
Is the brother still on the island?
Fen and Malik are under the impression that he could be in Nhe Serin, like where the sister was.
So Real is dead, and so they're talking about Antoine being Antoine, right?
No, Anton is also dead, but he is not one of Yara's brothers. No, Anton is the one that stole them away 6 years ago.
There's a chance he's on the island then. If he had no reason to run, then he might be here.
You think we should head to Nhe Serin too then? To check on the portal and look for the brother? They said something about hunting Anton down, but and Anton is dead. If I'm gathering correctly from what Yara said about her vision, which I definitely am.
What was Yara's vision?
You would have to talk to Yara, but it was something to do with her brothers and the guy who did it is dead.
Have you talked to Yara about this yet? I feel like she would know the most on what to do with our information.
I've not. I don't think she has returned from bringing the cats back. I have not seen her return from bringing the cats back.
I think we should talk to Yara about this. Lace seems very upset. What happened?
It was just a prank gone bad.
I feel like was not even like hyper talking to me. She wasn't even trying to like say I'm not cool or something. I don't know. I feel like she says that a lot. I think she says no one's cool.
She almost fell like 650 feet to her death until Yara barely saved her.
Oh my.
Just a prank gone wrong, but it's okay.
Prank gone wrong. Prank gone wrong. What was you guys even doing?
Hey, it was not me. I want to make it very clear that I did not mess with Lace for one.
Why would Yara doesn't play pranks? Yara is very. She was cool when we fought each other, but I
Basically, the shops that we went to find the kit, it's typically high elf shops, I guess. So high elves have this thing where they would, once they hit around like 20 feet off the ground, they would stop falling, or they fall much slower and land safely. But it's high elf specific, but Yara didn't tell us that. So when I had already tried to find one way and it damaged me, Yara was being, I know a way, but I want to see if your way works. And so then I was like, all right, fuck it. So I went up the little platform thing. It disappeared. I took some damage. I'm fine. So then I was like, Yara, just go your way. And she was like, I don't know if it'll work for you. And fell back from the building. Like, just basically just like stepped off backwards, like let herself fall off backwards. Lace being Lace and
I would
trusting...
have screamed if that was there. That would be scary. I never seen someone jump off a cliff before.
Well, Lace being Lace and trusting Yara more than she trusts me. Valid. I don't have much rapport with Lace.
You're the captain. I don't understand why she does not trust you more. I don't.
Well, we haven't taken much time to... Just because someone's in charge doesn't mean you should trust them. Just as a respect thing, you listen to them. So then she, trusting Yara and believing Yara wouldn't try to hurt her, jumped off, basically swan dived. Swan dived off the platform and fell about 600 and something feet. And then Yara just barely managed to catch her by sheer dumb luck. Then Yara, I stayed up there, right? I stayed up there. I was like, I'm not doing that shit again. I already took some damage. So I was like, I guess I'm just up here till they kick me out. So then Yara came back and she was like, do you trust me? Take my hand. I was like, it's not that I don't trust you. It's that Lace just almost fell to her death. And obviously whatever this is an elf thing, and I'm just being salty. So then Yara explained that it's a high elf thing, and she, I don't know, I guess she didn't think Lace would just blindly jump after her, so then she apologized to Lace, but now Lace is upset. I don't know if it's because she almost fell to her death, or because she trusted Yara, or like... Yep. So basically, to sum it up, it's like a joke gone wrong.
I don't think a normal person would jump off a cliff.
I mean, Lace doesn't strike me as the type to trust many people easily, and she trusts Yara with her life.
Didn't say to come with her.
To be fair, she didn't really say much of anything, though. She was just kind of like, well, and just dived off backwards.
I feel like I should have went with you on your trip.
I would not have wanted to left everyone else.
I mean, other than that, if
Defenseless.
it wasn't a problem with everybody else, I feel like I should have went with you. But that's in the past now. Okay, so we're gonna go try to find this brother, and that's gonna solve the portal problem?
I guess I'm honestly not 100% understanding the whole thing.
How much ship funds do we have?
82 gold, 86 gold, 352 silver, and 2 chests of gems that we have not sold yet.
I think we should sell the gems and just get the fuck out of here and travel our way back across the island.
The problem with getting the fuck off the island is we can't leave the port being closed, which is...
We can't just travel. I know there's a civil war happening. Of course we can't travel across the island.
Well, it's also we got to this part of the island by portal. I don't think we can get back to where the ship is without the portal. It's not like Nhe Serin, or like how we can, travel to where we just came from. It's like we had to take the portal to get to this, I don't know, this dimension.
I think we need to talk to the whole crew about it. Maybe Yara first, and then the whole crew.
Okay.
If it's her family we're dealing with, why not get her opinion on it?
That works for me.
What's with everybody and family problems lately?
Honestly, like, come on, people, get your family shit together.
No, just keep a leash on your father or something, like...
Fen did also mention that we could be killed just by being with Yara.
Makes sense. That makes sense. How many times can we use the disguise kit?
That's a good question that I didn't think to ask before I bought it.
We should probably disguise Yara then. Let's give Yara a mustache.
I like that idea. I'm on board for that.
We can hide Yara's appearance.
My concern is, what do we say when we're stopped because we're familiar and they're like, oh, where's the elf that you had?
She ran off?
I did not. Orion did say that she was under his control.
His big ego always gets in the way.
Yeah.
He just wanted to brag about having someone under his control, even though he's basically a co-captain of a ship with you. He has a crew of people under his control, but no, he had to brag about the one more he has.
He's always ruining shit for us.
Don't get me wrong, you're quite stupid too, but these little...
We're fueled by different stupidities.
You guys share one brain cell.
You're both himbos.
In different ways.
Yeah.
Kellam's the sweet himbo, and then Orion's just fucking dumb.
Yeah. Okay, so Yara, then group.
Yes.
Sounds good. And off to find Jara. He's gonna leave the disguise kit with Vanri stuff. Oh, perfect. Here you are. How did it go with the lace?
Can we not talk about that?
Okay. So basically, rundown, right? Fen and Malik want to go to Nhe Serin, where your sister is, to see if
Great,
the
let's go.
portal. Okay, all right. Group meeting.
That was a little too fast of a response. Do you not want to know what we're doing?
Anything that gets me out of
They want to look for your
town?
brother.
Which one?
Eamon?
Why?
Because they think he's related to what happened and why the portals are closed.
Why would he be?
Because he's related to you and your brother?
What do you know?
Panic. We're in the library for a long time, Yara. We've collected quite some information.
Like what?
Like the picture of your Eamon and Raul.
So there's a picture of them. So what?
And how he was connected to everything else. I think you know what I know. And we should, and she looks around, not talk much about this here.
Fine. Why do you want to talk about it then?
A room, preferably.
Lead on.
Our room, Captain? Your room?
Sure.
Alright, so the three go to Kellam's room, and Yara is going to situate herself by the window. Talk.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around everything, but basically, Malik and Fen want to go to Nhe Serin to, 1, see if that portal is open, and 2, check for or look for your brother. I'm not 100% sure how he's related to everything. It's really confusing when you're just getting one huge rundown and then they start spouting a shit ton of conspiracy theories. So that's kind of where I'm at right now.
They think that they might want to kill you as well.
Yeah, and that why we might be killed by being with you, but we've got the disguise kit now.
They think we're traitors? I don't know. You should probably get more information from Fen and Mouth because they were putting a lot of things together.
Alright, yeah, let's gather everyone then. Put it to a vote, or whatever.
We wanted to ask your opinion first because it's about your family. And we want to get off the island as much as you do, but I think the only way is we have to figure out why the portals are closed.
Then let's investigate.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
He's gonna gather everyone up and bring them all to, I guess, his room. Yes, that includes Lace.
Will she come?
He will drag her out of that bed if he has to.
It's a command.
That only works on Yara.
I mean like that, but like a captain's orders.
Do we want to just save that for next week?
Yeah, we'll cut it here.
Okay. Good night.
Tales from the Emerald Duchess is a roleplay-heavy, modified, 4th edition D&D podcast and is licensed under Creative Commons Non-Commercial 4.0 International License. Follow us on Twitter or support us via Patreon to receive bonus content at Duchess Crew.